Hi guys, how are you doing? Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A style video. For a while now I have been writing down questions that I get on YouTube, and also if you're on my email list I have asked a couple of times if you'd like me to answer any questions and things like that. So I've compiled a list on here. If you would like to ask a specific question, please feel free to ask that in the comments, but you can also contact me via my blog. I'll leave a link to that below if you don't want to publicly ask the question for whatever reason.
Why would I do that?
So question one is, when did you first start KDP? I first started KDP in October 2019. I actually opened my account in 2015 because I was going to publish a children's book. The actual book that I created, I hadn't researched it enough to realise the minimum page amount, and it went below that. And there were various things that happened that just put me off, basically. In October in 2019, I started seriously uploading books, and I uploaded about 200 in the space of 4 months, I think, between October and January. And that's not something that I recommend now, or most of those books didn't sell, but I happened to create some books that were not notebooks. They were kind of journal, and they took off. I didn't really do much research. I literally just saw that there was someone making sales in that area and thought, oh, I think I'll give that a go. And my books ended up taking off. So how many royalties have you made since you started on KDP? I made $137,000 roughly since starting in 2019, nearly $137,000. And you can see on the screen how this has kind of gone up over the years. However, I haven't published anything since I think late March this year. I've been trying to do some different types of books, like activity books, and those are typically books that are going to take a lot longer to create as well. Okay, so the next question is, how many books have you published? So I have published 556 books in total, and that's in the entire time that I've actually been on KDP. Those aren't the books that are all live right now, because obviously some of those books were dated planners, dated logbooks, and things like that, and therefore no one's going to buy them anymore. Okay, the next question is, how many pen names do I have? So I had to look this up because I had absolutely no idea, and the answer is,
What is it, woman? What?
I have 44 pen names in total, and I was really shocked by that, actually, because I was not expecting it to be that many. However, some of those pen names literally only have one book to them. Sometimes I have created books as gifts, and I've created a one-off pen name just to do that. So last month, 16 different pen names made at least one sale. That's still a lot more than I thought, to be honest. It was only 4 of those pen names that made hundreds or thousands of dollars in that month, and everything else was under $100. So the next question is, how much do I spend on ads? And I started ads when I've been on KDP for around a year. So I was actually making a full-time income before I ever did ads, and it's still the case that most of my sales are completely organic. I spend around $300 a month on ads, sometimes more, sometimes less. I do go over my ad spend in all of my income reports, which you can find on the income report playlist. So the last question that I want to cover is, what keyword tool do you recommend? So to be honest, the number one keyword tool I recommend is just your brain and Amazon. I didn't have any keyword research tools when I started, and I created some of my best-selling books without any tools whatsoever. All I did was I looked on Amazon. I did use the AMZ suggestion expander, so I guess if you want to include that, but that is just a keyword suggestion tool. So that's a free tool which you can have. I think it's by Chrome. When you search on Amazon, it will give you some suggested search terms that come down. And self-publishing titans also have a suggestion expander as well, which is free. Same kind of thing. So that's been probably one of the most useful tools I've ever had, to be honest, and it still is to this day. It's still something that I do. So as far as paid tools go, like I said, I didn't have anything until I was making money. when I got Helium 10, for example, I also didn't purchase the entire package on Helium 10. What you can do is you can pay for individual tools, but it's still quite expensive. I have actually had a discussion with Helium 10 when one of them contacted me and I asked them about KDP. And at that point, which was several months ago now, they were in talks about trying to create a package that was suitable for KDP, because I suggested that it's just too expensive really as a whole tool, because it's for people who use Amazon to sell physical products. I don't think Helium 10 is ideal in that way, and I wouldn't say that you should go out and get Helium 10 if you're a beginner. The other tool that I do have, which I do really enjoy, is Publisher Rocket, and I really like the fact that that is a one-off payment. You pay once and that's it, you have the tool for the rest of your life. And there's lots of features that I really enjoy on Publisher Rocket. For example, how you can check out categories on there, how you can check out your competitors, how you can find different keywords that you might not see on Amazon using the AMZ suggestion expander, and also just to check to see things like search volume. Even though you can't get a really accurate picture from some of these tools, because some of it is guesswork, for example, search volume, they do not know how many people are searching for a given keyword. A lot of these things, you have to take them with a pinch of salt. As far as I'm concerned, I do a majority of my research on Amazon directly. I get all of my keywords from Amazon directly, and then I go and try and get filling some gaps with some additional keywords and just check on those keywords that I have to see if I think that those are the best ones. You need to kind of have a realistic picture of what is actually out there, and you can't just get that from data from any tool. There is something additional on top of what you should be doing yourself on Amazon. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Do carry on.
Okay, so I really enjoyed making this video today, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. So I will speak to you again very soon.